Hello again, it's Thursday morning. I've just dropped Nikki off where she's doing her course. She's doing the course here for the whole 2 weeks, including Saturdays, so I'm definitely at a loose end. Anyhow, today I'm going to go and have a look at Milford-on-Sea, and I'm taking the electric bike. Well, today's ride has taken me past the household waste recycling tip. Makes a change in the sewage works, doesn't it? I found this great little woodland, look, all young oak and yew trees, I think, little mixture, but it's all on reclaimed land from the waste tipping. Until that, they've got these little methane, I don't think they're vents, they're maybe sampling points, but yeah, all marked up with explosive because of the methane gases from the waste. Just goes to show though that these waste sites can be reclaimed into something pretty nice. I bet this woodland is good for wildlife. Shame the old blackberries around these parts don't seem to be ripe yet. So that over there in the distance, I'm pretty sure is Hurst Castle. Well, what a fantastic spot this is. Sun's coming out. There was a few drops of rain earlier, but that seems to have cleared. Look at this cracking view. Lovely. There's the Isle of Wight and the Needles over there. And there's the ferry, which is of course the way that sensible people visit this place. So this is Hurst Castle. I don't think they're quite open yet. I think they're just waiting for someone to unlock it. It's just come up for 10:30. I'm guessing that's when it opens. Found somewhere to lock up my bike. And let's go and have a look round. There's also a nice lighthouse here, look. Got a little narrow gauge railway system running round. Looks like nothing's run on it for a long time though by the state of the track. Big old gun mounts here. Someone's nicked the guns though. There's the Isle of Wight ferries out there. Some big old rusty gun doors there. Weather's done what the bullets and shells couldn't, I suppose. These massive screw heads. Must have needed a big screwdriver in those days. And there's the lighthouse. Sadly, the lighthouse keeper's cottage looks as if it's becoming derelict. The few slates missing off the roof. Looks like there's somebody living in the other house though, which is good. Right, I reckon they should be open now. Let's see if we can get in. I think it's an English heritage place, so you should be able to get in free with my membership. It's certainly an extensive place. The first thing we see is this 40mm Bofors anti-aircraft gun. This is a Victorian 38-ton gun. They were still in use here during the First World War. These are the shells for the 38-ton gun. It's an 820-pound shell. The gun had a range of 3.5 miles. Part of a broken barrel showing the rifling. This is the entrance to the original Tudor part of the castle, built in 1541. During the 19th century, in the Napoleonic Wars, the keep was strengthened and the wing batteries were added in 1860. Look at this, this is a pretty neat boat, a bit like a sea kayak but with a sail. Good to get that out, wouldn't it? Old guns are a bit smaller in this Tudor bit. Bit flooded, isn't it? It's a little bit too deep for me to go in these boots, get wet feet. Now, it's always important when you come to these places to check out up the chimney. Don't really know why, but always feel compelled to look up the chimney. In the First World War, the castle was fully garrisoned and it retained a military role until 1956. Well, it's certainly a very splendid view from up here. Gorgeous day as well. They said it was going to be cloudy today, but Actually not too bad at the moment. Alright, let's have a look up there next. This is a nice little spot, isn't it? And back to the top again. It's windy up here. Oh, where are we going now? Keep basement. Excellent. There's a pit here that's been boarded over. I guess that's defensive. Oh, it's a bit dark. Wow. Nice space though. See if I can light it up a bit more. Yeah. You're pretty safe down here. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm definitely liking Hurst Castle. I recommend a visit here. There's the top of the shell hoist. Nothing in here. Bit wet down here. Yeah, it's a bit wet down here. This is another shell store. And what can we see out of this window? It's me bike! That's part of the mechanism of the shell lift that we saw earlier. There's the gate that the bike is parked outside, and if you go down here you can actually see part of the mechanism for raising that drawbridge type affair. Old kitchen, no one's got the kettle on there. Looks like someone might have been making soup at one stage. Nothing there. Right, let's get to the point where I could do with a cup of tea, so go and see if we can find somewhere to have one. I'm pretty sure this place has a little tea room. Oh, brilliant, cheers. Lighthouse display here. Look at this pretty magnificent foghorn. Look at that. Shell hoist in here. This one electrically powered. There's the generator house here. The whole place is powered by a three-phase generator because there's no mains electric on the spit. Shame you can't see it really, but it's in there. A couple of big old World War II searchlights as well. This one's a mobile one on little tiny caterpillar tracks. Look. And here's the Garrison Theatre. It seems to mainly house a twin 6-pounder. Ah, here's the theatre bit around the corner. Nice stage. And a piano. There's the gravel spit we cycled along to get here. This is another shell store. These are just little light passages. You put a light down here and it would shine through this window into the shell store, but without the risk of igniting any of the explosives by being in the same room. There's another one on this side. Weird sort of double arch bit there. It's quite dark down this bit. And these of course are the shell stores themselves. And there's a little window that the light would have shone through. Yeah, you wouldn't want a load of these going up because you'd accidentally put your paraffin lamp on top of them, would you? There's another couple of lighthouses here, or houses that look like lighthouses. Can't get up to them though, unfortunately. Oh, it's the bath. Bath and the bog. The laundry. Well, that was Hurst Castle. Very much enjoyed that. Fantastic place, actually. Now I've got to cycle back along that gravel spit. It's going to be hard work. The old wind's certainly whipping the sea up here. It's a little bit choppy out there. Whoa. Well, I think that's enough exploring for today. I'm going to make my way back to the van. Well, that's all for now. If you enjoyed it, press like. Subscribe if you want to see some more. And ring the bell to be notified when we upload something new.